This morning, residents are still recovering after this massive fire. You saw it last month at the St. Louis Park apartment complex where it just burned down. Honestly, it left over 100 people without access to their homes. Now to the latest from the live desk. Barrett Leon joining us now. And Barrett, the beautiful sort of silver lining to this is how people are really coming together.
Yeah, they really are. And last night, Union Congregational Church of Christ held a benefit concert to raise money for the residents still trying to start fresh. The congregation partnered with STEP, the St. Louis Park Emergency Program. And STEP says they've served more than 100 people from the Helix Apartments. Right now, they're focused on financially supporting these residents who need new permanent homes and furniture. The main goal is to help those impacted regain a sense of normalcy and safety.
There's so many ways to help. You know, whether it's donations, coming to a concert.
In my faith, we believe in helping people out. And I mean, your neighbors don't have to belong to your church to be important.
STEP says the large response has cut into their regular programs, and to help combat that, they're looking for donations to meet that ongoing need. You can find out how you can help at WCCO.com. As to how this fire started, all of that is still under investigation, and we're going to break down the latest from the St. Louis Park Fire Department coming up in the next half hour.
You know, you talk about Minnesotans stepping up to answer the call, and this is another answer. You know, Minnesotans stepping up to help their neighbors in need. Barrett, thank you.
I love it.
Well, unfortunately, we do have some sad news to pass along this morning. Hayden Panettiere, the star of popular television series including Heroes in Nashville, has died. She was 36. Her dad, Skip, announced the actor's death in a statement provided to ABC News Sunday. No cause of death has been announced, and a publicist for Panettiere did not immediately respond to an email from the Associated Press. She had been open about her struggles with alcohol and addiction along with depression, including after the birth of her daughter in 2014.
Loved ones are mourning the loss of a Twin Cities teen who died just days before his birthday a week ago. The State Patrol says that 18-year-old Drew Fisher hit a highway divider on I-94 and was struck and killed after exiting that car. The 2025 Eden Prairie High School graduate was known for his strong faith, his strong bond with his friends and family. Michelle Fisher says that her son was in the process of working to become a Minneapolis firefighter.
His smile and his enthusiasm, he was full of energy. He really was, and he was there for everybody.
An online fundraiser has brought in nearly $50,000 for funeral expenses.
6:05 is your time, and still no arrests after a shooting at an Airbnb in Minneapolis left a young man fighting for his life. Police say this all went down just before 5 a.m. Sunday in the Longfellow neighborhood. This on 30th Avenue South. Officials say they got calls of gunfire just outside the house and people taking off afterwards. A man in his 20s did go to the hospital with serious injuries. Investigators still trying to figure out what happened.
In the aftermath of the primary, Minnesota Republicans are optimistic about their November chances. GOP Senate nominee Michelle Tafoya has given many in the party hope that this will be the first time since 2006 that they could win a statewide election. Tafoya is pioneering sports broadcaster and radio host who, in full disclosure, once worked at WCCO before heading to the network. That was back in the 90s. She joined Esme Murphy this morning to talk about her platform, from Operation Metro Surge to her stance on abortion and her relationship with the president.
I'm running to represent Minnesota. I'm not running to answer to party bosses or to lobbyists or to special interests or even to a president. I am running to represent Minnesota. So when the president does things I think are right, I will say great. And when he does things that I think are wrong or suggests things that I don't think are good for Minnesota, so I'm going to say so too.
Why she says her opponent isn't taking accountability for the state's fraud crisis. That's coming up later in our talking points.
This morning, we're getting a new look at the devastation in Hawaii. This is after Tropical Storm Lala passed through over the weekend. The storm's strong winds and torrential rain, they uprooted trees, washed away roads, they swept away homes.
Yeah, really big storm there. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn tells us how Lala continues to move westward away from the state, giving a little hope today.
Two paramedics standing on top of their truck, trapped by rushing waters, were rescued just moments before the truck was swept away. A harrowing scene as Lala passed by Hawaii's Big Island over the weekend. Though weakened from a hurricane, the storm still slammed the island with strong winds that uprooted trees and heavy rainfall, causing devastating flash floods that washed away roads and bridges.
I counted 6 bridges that were either destroyed or almost destroyed.
Thousands of residents like Deborah Funai Brown of Pahala were cut off from the rest of the island.
We've always been stuck in the middle of nowhere, so you kind of feel forgotten about when you're out here, like you're on an island by yourself.
Authorities say many homes were swept off their foundations, one with a woman still inside, though she was later rescued. The destruction also spread to other islands. A strong gust of wind ripped the roof off an elderly woman's home on Oahu.
She said, oh, she heard wind. Then she said, oh, my roof came off and now I'm looking at the mountain.
On Maui, a massive tree crashed through the roof of a Catholic church convent. Thankfully, no one was injured.
I believe that through God's grace and the help of the community, we'll be able to repair this building.
With cleanup underway, local officials are asking people to stay off the roads while emergency crews work to restore power to residents. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
In Health Watch this morning, for the second time in its history, the American Red Cross says the United States is in a blood supply crisis. A Red Cross medical expert says the need for blood skyrockets during the summer months. Hospitals and blood banks are receiving a limited supply of type O blood. That's after donations fell to a 4-year summer low.
Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, it's what we call the 100 deadliest days of the year. When we don't have enough of an adequate blood supply, providers are having to make difficult decisions and decide who can receive blood now versus who might have to wait.
There's people that, whether it's accidents or surgeries, complications at birth, all of those things that need blood. And if I can do this small thing to help someone else, I'm happy to do it.
You can donate blood by visiting the American Red Cross website to find Minnesota and Wisconsin locations.